Así que Mahogany es una diseñadora de moda. Zulani, explícanos cuál es tu emprendimiento, te está preguntando Charlotte.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm a makeup artist.
You're a makeup artist. So you're a makeup artist and you're a fashion designer. So I just want to speak to what you're doing individually, okay, right now.
Mhm.
And I'll start with Zulani. If Zulani is in anything that we do, this is for both people. How are you going to stand out? There's a lot of makeup artists. There's a lot of fashion designers, which I might have an opportunity for you, Mahogany. How are you going to stand out in the crowd? That's what you got to know first, right? Do you want to say that? Does Zulani, you understand English? Are we the only ones on the call?
Yeah, I think Zulani and Mahogany understand. Yeah, it was Vanessa, but Vanessa left the call. So
okay, so everybody speaks English now?
Oh, but I could keep translating after a
Okay.
certain time if they want to watch it after. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So they want to stand out. What your first thing you want to know is what's going to make you different from every other fashion designer in your league and every other makeup artist.
¿Qué te va a resaltar de tu competencia? ¿Qué es lo que tú haces diferente?
Okay. And
I have to answer, right?
Say it again.
I have to answer, right? No.
Oh, she asking, do you want her to answer or you want them to just think
about it? No. I was just going to segue into that is what you have to know. Let me, you can't answer, but you need to know that. What makes you different? And what makes you different and set you apart could just be that you're on time. That part. You're on time for an appointment. That is something that can set you apart from your competition.
My personalized service, because I see many makeup artists work with a lot of people, and I think so I can personalize my service in small groups or in one person and dedicated only to in this person.
How do you let people know that? They have to know that. If you more than you got to know that. You know that. But how do you convey that so that the world knows that this is what sets you apart? You're not just not doing the same makeup on everybody. You are personalizing and customizing this thing. How do you let the world know that?
Voy a aprovechar para traducir. Charlotte dice que tú tienes que hacer que la otra tu cliente sepa qué es lo que tú haces de diferente. No solamente tú lo debes saber, sino que tu cliente debe saberlo. Y ella dijo también, de repente lo que te hace diferente es llegar a tiempo, ser puntual.
So, how about you, Mahogany? What sets you apart from your competition?
Well, it was difficult to me to understand what is the difference between me and my competition. It took me a lot of time because, of course, I had Jan Decor as the competition. I have other people that are doing the same stuff I'm doing. That is like Afrocentric fashion design, right? So, well, it was a trick. It was a trick because I have to understand that, okay, I'm a fashion designer, I'm an artist because I paint, I do poems, and I write. So I try to understand what I have to do different, of course. So the other part is like an activist. And I'm an activist. So I said, okay, fashion and politics. What can I talk about this? What can I see about this? Because I like it. I like a lot to talk about fashion and politics at the same time, and it's related to classism, racism. So I started to do like workshops. I started to do workshops. I started to do like associated with people that are more in politics and activism. So I start to create like another type of stuff for fashion designers. So it's really cool because when I found that I really good in this, like talking with people, and like I love to express my feeling as much as I can. So of course in Mina, that is my business, is like I always talk about feelings. So I start to create and is that Black women can speak about their feelings too, through art, through fashion, through another kind of stuff that I can imagine. So that's my part that made me, well, I think different from the rest of my decision. And the other stuff is like I start to stop comparing myself with the other people. It's like I start to mind my business. Like what am I doing? I'm going to do my stuff, and that's it. So that's the other part. It was really because and I really like proud of me because I did it. I did.
Go ahead, Jessica.
Ya, Mina nos compartía de que ella, como ella le costó un poquito porque hay muchas otras competencias, otros diseñadores, entonces ella estuvo en ese camino de explorar qué la hace diferente a ella de otras personas, y ella nos compartía de que ella le gusta lo artístico y también le gusta lo político. Ella está en el área del activismo afrodescendiente, entonces ella pensó cómo yo puedo unir ambas cosas. Y entonces ahí empezó lo que son los talleres, que ella da talleres y combina el activismo con lo artístico. También ella habló de los sentimientos, entonces ella combinó lo artístico con los sentimientos a través de su arte. Ella hace que la mujer se exprese, a través de las piezas que ella hace, ella hace que la mujer se exprese. Así que ella simplemente es grande.
I think that she tapped in exactly how she should have, but just to make sure that that conveys in her message. So you might have a tagline that says fashion with a purpose, or fashion in focus, because you have people that are just looking for something pretty to wear. But when you can take and you connect what you're doing to something higher, that is what sets you apart. And, or even to talk about why the fashion, making sure people understand the history behind the fabrics, the markings, the symbols. Africa is full of symbolism. And for you to be able to say, you see this fabric here? This is what this symbol means. And for somebody to see a jinami and be like, dang, I like that, but I didn't know it meant the omnipresence of God. They will remember that you taught them that. And that is a good way to set yourself apart. Go ahead, Jessica.
Charlotte nos compartió que es importante tener como una frase con la cual tu cliente se puede conectar. Por ejemplo, vístete con propósito, o algo que la gente que vea, apenas que lo vea, se sienta conectada con eso. Porque a veces la gente está buscando una pieza o un artículo en particular, pero cuando sabe que tiene una misión o que está contribuyendo a un bien más amplio, también se conecta más fácilmente con tu marca. También ella mencionó que es muy importante contar la historia detrás de tus piezas, algunos colores, algún tipo de telas, ya que África está lleno de mucha historia, de mucho simbolismo. Entonces, si comunicas eso a tus clientes, eso también va a ayudarte en que el cliente conecte contigo.
How you can also make yourself stand apart. Customer service. Okay, listen, I love Panama. Don't get me wrong. I love Panama. And I've been coming to Panama since 2004. And when I tell you that Panama has come a very long way with its customer service, that is the truth. When I tell you that Panama could still improve on its customer service, that is the truth.
Yes, I'm 100% agree with that.
Yes.
Oof.
So go ahead, Jessica.
Charlotte dice que la atención al cliente puede ser lo que te diferencia a los demás. Ella ha estado viniendo a Panamá desde el 2004 y ella ha visto la mejora en la atención del cliente en Panamá. Sin embargo, ¿tenemos mucho que mejorar? Sí, tenemos mucho que mejorar. No hemos llegado donde deberíamos estar.
Sí. So the more you represent in good customer service, the more you're standing apart from your competition, hands down. And so answering your phone in a professional way, making sure that you're on time for appointments. If you have space in your home where you're doing business from your home, that space needs to be as professional as possible. Don't just think because you're at your home that people just supposed to understand, well, she's working out of her home. Let them come in and be like, well, dang, she's serious about her stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you know in your mind, you're a Fortune 500 company. And what would a Fortune 500 boss lady do in a situation where she may not have everything that she needs to be, you know, like maybe the next bigger company, but what can I do to come as close to that as possible?
Me encanta. Ella mencionó que una de las cosas en la que puedes resaltar excelente servicio al cliente, la puntualidad es muy importante y que aunque trabajes desde casa, que ese espacio al que tú le dedicas tu emprendimiento o negocio esté lo mejor posible. Que la gente cuando llega a tu espacio de trabajo puede decir, wow, ella en realidad está serio con esto. No sé, que no seas, ¿verdad? La compañía más grande, la empresa más grande no significa que no puedas tener tu espacio de trabajo o el lugar donde tengas tus productos excelentemente mostrado, excelentemente bien. La excelencia.
When you're going to the club or you're going out dancing or to a party, when somebody look at you, they be like, girl, where are you going? They know where you're going because of what you have on. When they come into you for a professional service, they should say the same thing. They should be able to tell by what you have on that you're ready to go to work. So you can go to club, you go to club in the right clothes, and you go to work in the right clothes.
Cuando vas a la discoteca o vas a salir a comer o a pasear, whatever, la gente que te ve te dice, wow, ¿a dónde es que tú vas? Y la gente sabe a dónde tú vas conforme tú estás, o sea, viéndote cómo tú estás vestido. Que la gente cuando te vea, cuando estés trabajando en tu emprendimiento, sepa, ¿verdad? Que estás en modo trabajo. Que lo que tú estés proyectando sea lo correcto, pues, que no proyectes algo que vaya en contra de lo que tú quieres proyectar, que es seriedad en tu trabajo y en tu emprendimiento.
Hello. I think so this is very important because the personal presentation is really important in a company. But if you stay in a company, you are the manager, but you don't look with a good with shine, with good presence, the people don't see with good eyes, and this is very important for in this industry, in the makeup artist industry, and in the area designer for the partner. This I think so. This is really, really important for us.
Sí, lo que nos acaba de decir, lo que acaba de decir Zulani es que la presentación es muy, muy importante, especialmente en el segmento de ella que es maquillaje profesional y también en el segmento de moda, de diseño. Es muy importante la presentación, cómo uno se ve y qué es lo que uno está proyectando a través de cómo la presentación que uno tiene, pues cómo uno se muestra.
Did you want to say something, Mahogany?
Yes, sorry. It's like for when in Panama, that's experience. Like you have to be like well dressed. If you are a fashion designer, you can do it at your own style because like free for you like an artist to wear whatever you want to be. But it's weird because in like if you see like a runway in Europe, it's super normal to see the designer wearing a black stuff like black sneakers, or a black shirt and a black thing. And I remember that sometimes I did that. You are back. When you are in the back dealing with stuff, you are in. I don't remember.
It's like production, backstage help.
Backstage, exactly. When you are backstage, you are like stitching, doing this, that. Yeah. So maybe here in Panama we don't have that idea or that mindset that the person I really have to be like practical the way they dress it. But yes, here is really important that you are like, saying out loud with your dress, who you are and what you are doing.
Go ahead, Jessica.
Yeah, Mahogany explicaba de que por lo menos en el área de moda en la que ella está, ¿verdad? Ella cuando asistía a eventos tenía cierto tipo de vestimenta, pero viendo por lo menos la influencia de Europa, es muy común ver a los diseñadores vestidos de negro, o sea, con piezas en negro, pues. Entonces, también hay que saber cómo hacer ese rejuego en el lugar donde uno está, porque por lo menos acá, o la mentalidad de acá, es que si tú estás vestido de esa manera, estás tras bastidores. Entonces, todas esas cosas influyen a la hora de saber el rubro, tu segmento, como la percepción que la gente tiene o percibe, pues.
Well, I think that's a very special situation. The example that you gave, Mahogany, is not an everyday situation. And let me tell you something. If I have just sent out 20 models with the dopest outfits a lot of people have seen, I could come through there naked if I want to, because I made my point. You know what I'm saying? I made my point. At that moment, you know, that your work has spoken for you. So that's a little bit different. But when you want somebody to come and consider you as a fashion designer for something that they're going to do, and you're going to have a meeting, you need to represent yourself, you know, and you don't have to be runway amazing, but nevertheless, your presentation is always going to speak for you. And so that's kind of what I mean by that.
Sí, Charla compartió que bueno, que esta es una situación específica, que de repente no tienes que estar deslumbrante, pero asegúrate que cuando tengas alguna reunión o cuando estés en algún lugar puedas proyectar lo que quieres que la gente perciba de tu negocio, pues, que puedas proyectar seriedad o que puedas proyectar lo que quieres que el cliente perciba.
Yeah. So, but as long as you're mindful of that, you know, when I would go out and I know that my head was a mess, you know, and I meet somebody, I didn't even bother to tell them I was a hairstylist. You know, because the first thing they're going to do is look at my hair.
Charla nos menciona que cuando ella salía, se encontraba con algún cliente o algo, ella ni siquiera, y ella sabía que ella estaba un poquito desarreglada, ella ni siquiera mencionaba nada que hiciera que ese cliente se enfocara en lo que ella iba a decir. Por ejemplo, ella arregla cabello y ella sabía que el cabello estaba desarreglado, no le decía eso al cliente, porque si no, de una vez el cliente iba a mirarla a ella, pues.
Find out what synergy
Sorry.
I say yes, ma'am.
I I have a situation with one stylist because she said me, I'm a stylist, I'm a hairstylist, but her presentation was not correctly, and my face say anything because this is very important because
It's a
if
disconnect.
you are a hairstylist but your presentation is not good.
Exactly. I don't tell nobody, if you know your stuff ain't right, don't be out there bragging about you being a hairstylist. No. So it is important because look, you saying, Zulani is saying, I know exactly what you mean. And yes, people will not take you seriously. And you need for people to
Yes.
take you seriously. And so you definitely want to stand apart from your competitors and start with the easiest things, being on time, returning those phone calls, making sure that your presentation is together, you know, making sure that your client is comfortable. You know, don't, you know, I mean, just when you're conducting a business, pretend that you're the client. What do you want to see? That is the best way to build your business. It's like, think about all the places you've been where you be like, this ain't good. You don't want people to leave your place like that. You want to say, what can I do to make sure my client was like, wow, she thought of that for me.
¿Ibas a decir algo, Zulani?
No, tenía el micrófono abierto, sorry.
Okay. Sí, lo que dice Charlotte es eso, que tú te asegures de que transmitas lo correcto, lo que quieres que tus clientes perciban de ti. ¿Qué es lo que tú haces diferente? Por ejemplo, contesta esos correos o esos comentarios que muchas veces te dejan en redes sociales, la puntualidad, que por ejemplo, si tú estás ofreciendo algún servicio, tú te pones en el lugar del cliente, ¿qué a mí me gustaría recibir o cómo yo me gustaría sentirme atendido? Entonces, de esa manera tú puedes dar un servicio excepcional, un servicio distinto a tus competidores.
Imagine this. Know what the word synergy means. Synergy means people coming together that basically are catering to the same client base, but doing different things for them. Okay? So tell them that.
Sinergia significa que tú y yo tenemos el mismo target de cliente, pero le ofrecemos distintos tipos de servicios. Entonces, esa es la sinergia.
So say, for example, you have a hairstylist, you have a makeup artist, and you have a photographer. Y'all got an event. You have the same client that you can serve, but you're not competing with each other, you know, and you're using and building your brand. That is one of the best ways to build up your brand and get yourself out there, is to collaborate with other synergistic partners to be able, and they, not only that, you all serve the same clients. So you bring your clients, I bring my clients, she brings her clients, baby, we got a party.
La sinergia o la colaboración, por ejemplo, un maquillista profesional, un fotógrafo, una especialista en cabello, todas tienen el mismo cliente. Entonces, ¿cómo se trabaja en sinergia o colaboración? Tú traes tus clientes, el otro trae sus clientes, el otro trae sus clientes y le ofrecen distintos tipos de servicio al mismo cliente. Ya tienen, para un evento, ya tienen las de ganar. Entonces, es importante trabajar colaborativamente y en sinergia.
Let me interject and say that this program has a party, but they won't connect. So we have Zulani, who can do makeup. Vanessa has
I want
HR.
I want to say something because I have an idea, but I beginning in this work. But I have an idea when I stay with a client, because I want to give to my clients a kit, but a small kit to, ¿cómo se dice retocar?
Yeah, like finish.
When I finish the makeup, when I need to go, no, I finish my makeup, but I want to give to this client a small kit with
Refreshing.
A photo?
Refreshing the makeup.
for refresh her makeup. This is one of the idea that I have in my mind when I have clients. This is an idea that I have in my mind, but I need to work in this, because when I don't stay anymore with the client, he needs to refresh her makeup. And this is an idea that I have, and this is my differentiation with the others makeup artists, because all the makeup artists go out and nothing, the client don't have nothing to refresh. This is, I think so, this is an idea that I have.
I see. You want to teach them how to do it themselves.
Yes, but it's simply
how to
only
maintain
to, with that borla, only to refresh her solo se me va la idea, o sea, solo como para refrescar, que le entregue una esponjita, un pequeño para que se refresque el polvo, esas cosas así. Pues, es lo
it's like a refreshing kit, like maybe with a sponge, or maybe with certain little things, like not maybe like the makeup, but little things that she could give in a kit, a small kit, to the person to refresh their makeup. That's the idea she has to do.
That's nice.
To differentiate.
That's nice. That's a great idea. Also something that helps you stand apart. So what you were saying, Nicole, is that you have.
So I was going to say that the party is already here. So Vanessa, she handles HR. So people who work in HR, they want their clients to have like professional headshots. So she has clients that need professional headshots. Zulani does the makeup. Mahogany and Jessica can dress them or style them. And then at an event, you get hungry. So Carla makes desserts and pastries.
Okay. Yes.
So the only person we're missing is the photographer.
Well, Carla is a photographer also.
Oh! There we go.
We are friends. We are work with her, and we are going to do like a sip, like a paint and sip with desserts. So we are like working together in stuff. Yes. I like work with other people. It's really cool because you can, well, you have a lot of more opportunities if you are cooperate with each other and collaborate.
Yes, cooperation and collaboration. Collaboration versus competition. You're not competing with each other. You're working together to serve the same clients, doing your respective things, and thereby you're supporting each other. You know, because all of your clients get to meet other people that, you know, can serve them as well. So that's a real win-win. And I'm glad that, you know, we're thinking about that. Black expats in Panama and ITA Global are sponsoring an Afro Moda on July 1st. And I mean, it could be an opportunity in there for, you know, makeup, fashion. So definitely let's connect offline, because it might be something that you know, you want to do. And the other thing, if you're in the process of building your business, depending on where you are in that business, don't be afraid to volunteer. You know, like for those that may not be as advanced as Mahogany or Zulani, and you want some practical experience, then consider volunteering.
And at that note, I also want to, can you plug your coffee and conversations and your business events that you have on was that the second Wednesday of every month, or
the fourth Sunday?
Fourth Sunday, sorry.
Yep, I will. Go ahead, Jessica.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. That's only for expats, your coffee, or anyone?
Oh, no.
Anyone that lives in Panama could go?
No, it for anyone who's in Panama, Cafe and Conversation is held the fourth Sunday of the fourth Sunday of every month. And right now we meet at Ivenia in El Cangrejo at 11:30. It is the most amazing thing. You'll see some videos from it if you follow me or see my YouTube and everything. But it's when Panamanians or other foreigners who are in Panama want to practice speaking English can come. And Black expats who definitely, I mean, I should be able to speak more Spanish today. Black expats who want to learn to speak, you know, and get more comfortable speaking Spanish. That's what we do. And it's
that's cool.
Fun. It's a safe environment. It's free.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sí. So, lo que Charlotte estaba diciendo es que no tengamos miedo de colaborar. La colaboración, la sinergia, eso es un ganar-ganar. Entonces, trabajemos de esa forma y o sea, no es competencia, es colaboración, sinergia. Buscar cómo ambas partes pueden sacar provecho. Lo que ella menciona también es que ella el 1 de julio van a tener un evento que se llama Afromoda, entonces vamos a estar conectándonos fuera de la línea para ver cómo podemos participar en ese evento. También ella dice, no tengamos miedo de hacer voluntariado. Por ejemplo, siento que no tengo alguna experiencia o alguna expertise en algo, puedo hacer algo voluntario, puedo ofrecerme voluntariamente para hacer algo. Y listo, y también ella mencionó que ellos hacen cada cuarto domingo una reunión con gente que se ha reubicado y vive en Panamá, o gente que vive en Panamá y que habla español y ellos hablan inglés, entonces hay como esa ayuda de mejorar el idioma. Es un ambiente sano y bueno, es muy chévere, así que nos espera ver por ahí alguna de esas veces.
You are a very good translator.
I try.
You are. So those are just some of the nuggets that I would give to, you know, entrepreneurs. And, you know, like I said, I don't follow my competition, and that's just me. I don't think that there's anything with you using whatever you need to do. This camera is killing me. I don't think it's anything wrong with you using whatever you need to do to be the best that you can be, you know, but just make sure that your voice is your own and that following your competitor does not change that. Because one thing that, you know, a lot of people that follow me, people that come on my tours, people that reach out to me, they like me. They like me. They say, you're so down to earth. You know, people know fake. Don't get out here. Don't listen. Don't get out here thinking you faking it, or you're trying to be something that you're not, because it shows up.
Ella dice que bueno, que ella puede recapitular diciendo que, o sea, no te enfoques tanto en tu competencia, que tú siempre ponle tu marca o tu forma de ser, lo que tú proyectas a lo que tú haces. Ella dice que la gente cuando va en sus tours siempre le dicen, ay, me gusta el servicio que ofreces, eres bastante realista en las cosas. Entonces es eso, o sea, mantener ese realismo, que muchas veces cuando fingimos algo también se nota. Entonces mantener siempre ese realismo y saber de que uno puede ser uno, pues, en medio de ese emprendimiento.
And one more thing. If you are an entrepreneur who has a job, there is nothing wrong with having a job. There is nothing wrong with having a job. For me, having a job is the best on the job training, paid training you're gonna get. Somebody is paying you to learn how to do whatever you do on that job. And you can take that job and you can always consider that I can learn things here that I can use in my own business. And I don't call nobody a boss. I don't think that a true entrepreneur can really think of anyone else as their boss. You're not my boss. You're my supervisor. You're my manager. You know, you're my teacher. You're my director or whatever. But nobody is your boss. I just don't think that that's the language of an entrepreneur. And as you say that, it gives people so much power. You know, so I don't use that term ever unless I'm talking about myself. The boss. I said what I said.
I'm just cracking up here.
All right, Jessica, go.
Charlotte dice que no hay nada malo en que si tú tienes un trabajo o eres asalariado y eres emprendedor, no hay nada de malo en eso. Es más, es bueno porque estás ganando experiencia mientras que estás, o sea, estás aprendiendo experiencia, estás aprendiendo estando en un lugar fijo, por decirlo así. Y ella personalmente no usa el término de jefe, ella usa el término de líder o usa el término de superior, pero ella no usa el término de jefe porque ella es la jefe.
All right, any last words? I know it's getting a little late, so also Miss Charlotte, could you drop, I guess, where you would want them to contact you about this Afro-Moda opportunity? Could you put that in the chat?
Oh, okay. Girl, look, you know I'm not fancy.
Okay, well, what is it? I can type it.
I'm gonna just put my email address.
Okay.
And that'll be the best thing. Black expats in Panama, and y'all don't judge me. I don't use my website. I just use a Gmail. Black expats in Panama. Don't do that. Y'all use your website. At Gmail. Nope. See, I can't.
I wrote it.
I almost left the meeting.
I wrote it.
Okay. All right. And you can find me anywhere, Black Expats in Panama. Just Google us. We've been in Travel Noir. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We have a YouTube channel. I have a radio broadcast that airs every Sunday, 2 p.m. Costa Rica time on blacksit radio.com. So we do all kind of stuff. That's why I do my social posting when I can. Even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, that's when I do it. But it has been an absolute honor for me to sit here and to talk with you tonight. And I hope that we can connect again, because I would love to get with you guys and to help in whatever way I can. Thank you, Nicole and Jessica, for what you're doing. I just want to thank you for, your leadership and for your heart to do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I thank you.
And thank you for joining.
We want to thank you. This has been this session. I feel like the girls, the ladies here were really interactive because you had things that resonated, with them. And so it's always good to see a woman of African descent entrepreneur to show, you know, these other ladies, other people who are doing it and not just talking about it. So thank you. And also when we end this call, I will convert this over and send it to you all. So if you need to look back over it, or whoever did not join, that's why Jessica kept doing the translation. So I want to make sure before I end this call that everyone got the email. Mahogany, Zulani, you guys got the email?
The email in the chat, I see
yes.
the email and I copy the email.
Perfect.
Oh,
perfect.
and it's blackexpatsinpanama.net.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my website. But contact me by email or just Google me, and I'll reach back. I promise.
All right, so thank you all for joining the call, and please do reach out. Don't just sit and look at the email and think you're not ready, or you don't know what resources that Mrs. Charlotte has, and she's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. Do not block your blessing, and do not worry about what's next. Just do it. So once again, thank you all for
great
joining.
advice. Just do it.
And you all have a great night.
All right.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.